Good morning and welcome. Right, it's the 25th of September and it's good to be back. It's just about 11 o'clock, so a bit late this morning. Um, we'll start with the Australian dollar, US dollar. There is a couple of things that I really wanted to show you, and this is a 3-year chart for the commitment of traders, and this shows that we have a 3-year extreme position on the dollar long. The dollar has been short for a long time on the commitment of traders, and now it's gone to an extreme position long. And also on the Australian dollar, we have, this is, oh god, it's come back, 3-year chart. Let's get the 3-year chart up. Right, okay, now this is a 3-year extreme position. We have never been this short on the commitment of traders before. So what we're looking for is for the Australian dollar to go down and the US dollar to go up, and just thought I would show you that before we looked at the chart, because this really hasn't moved much over the last I don't know, 6 weeks, and I really am looking for this to go short. It's high and wide, as we say. We've got good resistance above it. I really can't see much more upside, so I'm looking for that to go short. Moving swiftly on to the pound US dollar, I'm looking for this to short as well. I think we might just see a little bit more upside in the pound, because we've had the poor election results in Germany, weak government for Merkel, so we might see a bit more upside for the pound. We'll see how that goes on during the week. We did break my trend line on the RSI, and we are now below the 69.1, so I am actually expecting sort of a little bit of sideways movement, and maybe if we go up to that 136 again, I'll get in again short. USD Canadian dollar, we're expecting the dollar to long. Obviously we have sort of made a bottom here. We're just below the 50 on the RSI. We appear to be flagging here at a sort of resistance, and it looks like it's going to break up. The Canadian dollar, obviously the oil's going up in price, that also seems to be flagging a little bit, so you know, I reckon this is gonna move up. We've got a short position for the Canadian dollar of 1.53 to 1, bearing in mind how long it has been a long position on the commercials, so we are looking to see a turnaround there on that. The euro dollar, well, I'm expecting a strong dollar. I've got a few extra trades in this morning. Put it on an hourly chart. I've taken out 2 extra trades. I've got my stop in. We're just coming down. I've taken out this 3rd trade here. As soon as that comes into a little bit of profit, I'm going to put a stop on it. I'm expecting a 55 pip drop, so I'm expecting to end up about down here. So we'll see how that goes. What was quite interesting last week on Friday, we had about 5 pieces in the morning of fairly good news for the euro, and it went up about 35 pips. So, you know, the bulls didn't really grab hold of that and race off with it. And of course, this morning we actually gapped down. We've gone back up, we've filled the gap, and now it's coming back down again. USD Japanese yen. We've had this bit of a correction. I think it's going to go further. You know, I am basically short this pair, but at the moment, you know, I think we've got a bit more upside to it. Like I said the other day, we did break my trend line and give me a sell signal, but I'm not that. It wasn't high enough. That the RSI should have gone up here and then broke down. So but everything about that looked right, because the angle that it cut through the trend line was really good. But yeah, leave it. New Zealand dollar, US dollar. I am I'm looking for this to short. If you go back now, the commercials reduced their ratio to 2.03, but that was sort of that was sort of Tuesday up here. Yeah, we're coming down through the 50 on the RSI. I reckon if it breaks the 20 and breaks the 50, we'll see it return to short. Silver, this is coming down onto a little bit of support at the moment and struggling a bit, but as we see more strength in the dollar, we'll also see the price of the silver coming down, and of course I think that also is the same with oil. We seem to have got stuck a little bit here. It did seem to be flagging a bit like it was going to make a break just a bit higher. If it does come up through the resistance on the RSI and here, and then turn back down, that I think would be a really good sell position. So that's it for today. Thank you all for watching, and I'll be back at a respectable time tomorrow. Thank you. Cheers.